Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome to another Kendama vlog. This is trick number 23 out of 30. And today we're going to talk about how to juggle with kendama. Now, I learned to juggle last week, but I've been waiting to make a video on it. I learned to juggle after about a month of playing kendama, which I don't know if that's fast or that's slow. It feels fast to me because it seemed like it had kind of a high barrier to entry, or at least it seemed kind of difficult at first. But I wanted to share with you how I learned how to juggle a month into playing kendama, and maybe it'll help somebody out there. The first thing I did was I could already juggle like balls, right? I could juggle, these are some Russian style juggling balls that I made. These are, you can find a lot of tutorials on how to do this online, or maybe I'll make one later. These are play pit balls filled with sand, each weighed out to 100 grams. And these work really well for juggling. So I could already juggle two in one hand, which is essentially what the kendama, you see that? Okay. Essentially, when you're juggling with kendama, you're doing this, but with the ken and with the tama, you're going back and forth like this. Now, so juggling three isn't necessary. You don't need to learn how to do this. You don't need to learn how to juggle with three, I don't think. But if you learn to juggle two in one hand, I really think that's going to help you out to get the feel down for juggling with kendama, even though it's a little bit different. So I already knew how to juggle, and I felt like that would make juggling easier for me, but I just couldn't get it. I had this crazy mental block where I just couldn't get past something, and I realized that it was the string. The string was really throwing me off. It would always, I'd throw it, and the string, the tama and the ken would bounce all crazy, and I just couldn't get it down. So what I decided to do was actually took off the string on my Ozora, and I haven't restrung it yet so I could show you. I took the string off so I could learn the feel, because you're flipping this one in the air. It's not just a single throw like a ball. You're flipping this one like you would like a juggling club, and then you're throwing this. So I thought if I could get the feel without the string, then I could get it better with the string. So that's what I did. I started with this down, like down low, and kind of tossed it up like I would be pulling it up with the string. So I tossed this up, and right about when I was about to land in this hand, I started to do the basic juggle, right? So I just worked on that. Even if I like caught them both in the same hand, didn't matter. I was just trying to get the feel of the juggle down. See, and it's tricky. This is harder to juggle than two balls, way harder. They're smaller, lighter, they move faster. This one spins really quick. So I did that for a bit, and then you go from that to try to catch the ball on the cup, or then you take the cup. This is all without the string, and you toss it. Right, whoops. Start. So the key is really to kind of get comfortable with this shape and size and weight, because the string, at least to me, was a real mental block. And then once I could do that well enough, then I moved on to a kendama I have with the string on it. And it was a lot easier. So that's how I learned to juggle. It's just a basic juggle. I can pull up to juggle and big cup, juggle, big cup. But that's the start. And if you can get that feel, then I know I'll be able to eventually do other things like juggle the lighthouse and multiple juggles, all that stuff. So juggling, it's super fun. It's very satisfying. Originally I had said that I thought learning ken flip was gonna help. If I learned to do ken flip well, that somehow that would help with juggling. But that's actually not the case at all, because the ken flip is way faster flip than the juggle, so it's a different feel. You have to make sure you have to get the feel for both differently. You can't just assume that the ken flip stuff translate over to juggle, because I don't think it will. You can learn both, definitely, just with a little bit of practice. So anyway, that's the key. I shot some video out on the pier on this big platform. It was super windy and it was really shady. The lighting was super weird, so I'm not sure if any of that video turned out or not. So I had to find another spot that didn't have so many people and wasn't so windy. So I'm back here, and now there's a plane always flying overhead. I hope this helps somebody out there. This is trick 23 out of 30 juggle. See you tomorrow for trick 24. I almost forgot. Last night was the first night of the KWC Kendama World Cup 2016, and I watched it streaming. I watched pretty much the whole thing. I did end up going to bed before the finalists were announced. I watched through the mini games and I was just too tired. So I knew that someone would post it online. They posted it on the Facebook Kendama community. It was exciting. It was fun. It feels very Japanese in a certain sense. It feels a little bit unpolished in another sense. But it feels, I think I'll have some more impressions to give you after both days are over and everything is done. But for now, at least, I've been really enjoying it. It's great to see some of these players that you know and players that you don't know from various companies and things online. You have company owners out there, Sweets is out there. You have guys like Sour Mash is out there, all competing, and I think that's really neat. Something that surprised me was, man, it is stressful. It is super stressful. You know, there are some guys who did not make it past into the finals that we all thought would. But if you're missing a level 10 trick, these things are insane. They're so hard. It doesn't mean that person's a bad player. They just had a bad moment, right? You have 3 minutes to hit all 5 tricks, and if that one trick just won't land for you on these crazy, all these taps and multiple flips, and it's insane. So props, big shout out to all the guys who went and competed yesterday, because I think they did a fantastic job regardless of where they turned out in the finals. But it'll be super exciting tonight to see the top 32, I think it's 32 people, duke it out and see who comes out on top. I know there's a lot of favorites out there, but I'm new enough to the Kendama community that I don't want to drop names in case I mess something up or miss somebody. But anyway, it's exciting. I'll be watching tonight. I'll be watching the live stream. I'm really glad that they have that available. So, and then some more thoughts tomorrow on just the whole event. Yeah. All right, that's it for the vlog today. See you tomorrow.